start by answering the question, what is a chart of accounts? Well, I'm going to go ahead and show you in this sample company in QuickBooks Online. And we're going to go down to the left panel under accounting. We're going to choose chart of accounts. And this right here is a list of all the categories being used within this chart of accounts. So a chart of accounts is a list of categories that are used to categorize transactions that occur within a business. I'll go ahead and show you how your chart of accounts reflects on both the balance sheet report and the profit and loss report, and also how if you want it to be more detailed, what you would do, or if you want it to be more simple, what were the steps that you would want to take. Of course, we always aim for it to be simple because we want to be able to read these reports and know, based on the overview that we are seeing, what is going on in the business, that we don't want to be lost. So if we go into reports, we'll go to the next window and we're going to focus on first profit and loss. So if we go into profit and loss and say we're going to be focusing on the activity that happened in this business last year. So we're going to choose last year and we're going to run the report. And here, all these right here, job materials, labor, all this cost of goods sold, expenses, all these are the different accounts that we have chosen to use within this business, the sample business called Craig's Design and Landscaping Services. And this makes up the categories that will be used or will be reflected in this report. Now, it depends on you on how detailed you want this to be. For example, we don't have all this stuff going on that will confuse us. We want the profit and loss along with our balance sheet to be kept to one page minimum if possible. Well, here, if you see this profit and loss, we have landscaping services, which is main account. And then under landscaping services, we have different services that we provide. So they have divided it by job materials and they have also separated by labor. But if we were to collapse this, this is a more simple and clean way of viewing your profit and loss versus if we expand it, there's a lot going on here and very hard to keep track of or very hard to organize just by seeing it. So you have both options of, if you want more of a detailed view of your business, then it's suggested to do a sub account so that you are able to see that material. But if you're going to be submitting this report to your accountant, they might not want to see all that detailed information. That might be just for your personal viewings for your business on what you want to see. And this is what your accountant might want to see when it comes time to submitting your account. So that is an option. And we want to keep our profit and loss and our balance sheet to a one-page minimum if possible. It's always suggested to keep it as simple as possible. Keep it so that you are able to understand what's going on in your business. There's no point of having these counts here and you don't even know what a certain transaction will be categorized under, or what does that even mean within your business. If you don't know what that means, then you won't be able to explain it to someone else. Or if you need to go and show your reports to a bank, or you're trying to get a loan, how are you going to explain that if you yourself don't even know what's going on in your company? But as simple as possible so that you are able to make decisions on what is generated in these reports. I'll say this is not a new company that you are creating right now in your QuickBooks Online. You have been working in your QuickBooks Online company for a while now, but your chart of accounts are way too complex and you want to simplify it. You can always go into your current chart of accounts and make something inactive. For example, say decks and patios no longer working for us. We can choose on make inactive, and it's going to ask you, are you sure you want to make inactive? You're going to choose yes. And the reason why we just don't delete it, even though it does give you the option to delete, we make it inactive because we don't want to change previous profit and loss reports, we only want to change what is going to happen going forward. For example, especially in situations where maybe tax returns have already been submitted, you don't want to change anything in the past. You want to just change what's going forward.